過ぎた季節が嘘だとしても重ねたぬくもりは嘘じゃない君が残した背中の傷跡は今もずっと甘くてだからずっと痛くて
Yo, what it is, guys? It is your boy, Leon Moki here, back with you with another chapter of The Hero of Senran Kagura. In the last chapter, I went over the, UA entrance exam and added, 3 new tests because I felt like, why would UA is a hero school. They couldn't just, the practical portion of the exam couldn't just be taking out villains. And I know about the whole hidden agenda being rescue points by helping certain participants, but it's really stupid that you think that freaking high schoolers who think that being a hero is having that of a flashy and pretty badass quirk and defeating villains while looking awesome at the same time, which it isn't. Especially since certain people in Class 1A and Class 1B, students who realize this even before the main timeline of My Hero Academia begins. So yeah, that's why I added the 3 extra classes of Rescue, Reconnaissance, and also one-on-one combat before the main exam being the defeating villains test and all that. So yeah. And Izuku passed with flying colors. With that, things began to get a little bit crazy. So, with that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Chapter 5, The Confessions. In Tokyo, Japan, in the district city of, Asakusa, a familiar sushi restaurant where we see a familiar buxom brunette and with a spiky ponytail getting the information that Izuku actually passed his exam. Within seeing the message, Asuka couldn't help but jump around in joy seeing that her childhood friend made it as she continues screaming, "He made it! He made it! He made it! Izuku finally made it in!" With then her dad saying, "Asuka, can you calm it down a little bit? We may not have as much business, but still." But then she's saying, "Oh, sorry, Dad. I'm just really happy. Izuku finally got his entrance letter, and he made it." With then hearing that, her father saying, "Izuku made it? That's great. Oh, man. You should probably tell your grandfather about this." With then a man with that of a, pretty bushy mustache and long goatee saying, "I'm already aware." With soon Asuka saying, "Grandpa!" With then saying, "Hasashi already told me." "I would have told you, Asuka, but I figure it's best if Izuku would tell you himself." With then Asuka was wanting to pout, but understand where her grandfather is coming from. With then Sue saying, "Besides, you did have something you wanted to tell him when he was able to make it into UA, didn't you not?" Within hearing this, Asuka's, cheeks began to get really red as she's feeling nervous, as she's even shuffling in place, saying, I really did, and I still want to, but part of me is nervous. I really want to tell Izuku how I truly feel after all these years, but should I?" With then Hanzo placing his hand on his granddaughter's shoulder, saying, "It's up to you, Asuka. It's up. Do you wish to continue holding these feelings in you have for young Izuku, or do you want to tell him how you feel and see how he feels about you as well?" Within, Asuka looks at her legend of a grandfather, saying, I want to wait, at least until I see him again. After that, I want to tell him." With then Hanzo saying, all right, it's just up to you, sweetheart. Before soon he has something saying, oh, also, I have these, as they being Futamaki rolls, with soon saying, I figured that you're planning on heading to Hanzo Academy to be with your team. So I figured that you and the girls would love these. With then Asuka saying, aw, thanks, Grandpa. You're the best. As she soon grabs the sushi rolls and then heads out of the restaurant. With then Asuka's father saying, you know, even though they're our best item on our restaurant, it's still kind of annoying on how perverted they are when girls eat them. With soon Hanzo basically puts up a thumbs up saying, that's the best part. With then Asuka's father saying, and I married into this family. On the outskirts of Tokyo, in a certain bamboo forest, as it being the Shinobi Academy of Guessing Girls Academy. By day, it's a prep school. By night, it's a Shinobi Academy for girls. In the Shinobi hangout of the all-girls school, Hisashi stands before all of the Guessing Girls elite team, as soon Minori will finally be part of the Guessing Girls elite squad starting next year once the new semester begins. And not only that, he also tells all the girls about Izuku is now going to be going to UA, which all 5 of them actually couldn't help but be cheerful and glad that Izuku made it. As for Yuri, she's especially happy even though she doesn't see it. With then Midori saying, I knew Izu would make it! I knew it! With then Morikumo with her mask on, having that of a stoic tone saying, of course he would make it. Any less would be an insult to everything that he's gone through. With then soon, Shiki basically grabs Morikumo's mask as Morikumo basically becomes flustered and tries to hide her face. With then soon, Shiki saying, why don't you explain how you truly feel, Kumo? I mean, it's totally sure that you want to be grateful and glad. With Thid saying, but I just didn't want to, With then soon Shiki saying, but it is totally awesome that Izuku made it. I'm so glad for that cute cinnamon roll. With then Yozaka saying, let's just hope that he doesn't slack up on his training though. But I am happy that he made it. It just seems right after all the hard work he's gone through. Don't you think so, Yumi? With Yumi being quiet, as soon Yozaka saying, Yumi? Are you okay? With then she snapped out of it saying, yes, I'm fine. I'm truly happy for Izuku becoming now able to achieve his dream. I'm so happy. With Yumi actually smiling with her eyes closed. With soon Hisashi saying, don't overwhelm him, okay? Inko originally wanted to throw a party for him, but Izuku was adamant on not going over top for it. He's just glad enough that all the hard work that he's gone through is just paid off. So if you want to congratulate him, message him while you can. And also, given that he'll be at UA, he won't have much time to hang out as like he used to. So get as much time as you can with him, girls. With then hearing this, they all say, yes, sensei. With soon, Hisashi disappears in a blur. With then soon, Yumi saying, I just need to do one thing. I don't care if I can't see him. I just need to tell him. That's all. With that, Yumi has that of eyes of conviction. Almost like the conviction on when she will do anything to rid the world of evil shinobi. On the outskirts of Tokyo once again, and that of a, looming and somewhat haunting Japanese forest. As in the outskirts of there being, Hibijo Clandestine Girls Academy, or rather, it will just be Hibijo Clandestine Academy. As soon it will be that of a, well, co-ed school, bringing in not just girls but also boys once the new semester begins, and it also being a hero school as well. Surprisingly, given that it is a school for evil shinobi. But I guess you can't judge things by how they look. However, in this, well, dark school, in a dark room with only a few lights inside, as there are figures in there, as one of them being Suzuya in her samurai attire uniform, as her still having her mask on, and behind her being that of 5 girls, all wearing that of Hibijo uniforms, as they are kneeling down to that of Suzuya. But in front of Suzuya is a man wearing that of a, well, red suit with that of spiky blonde hair that separates from both sides and down the middle, with he having that of a cigar in his hands, saying, "So, UA plans on creating that of a shinobi school?" With then soon Suzuya saying, "That is our information, yes. We do not know if it's completely true or not," but saying, "It doesn't matter. They just started, so they're basically nothing but striplings. It does, and we don't know if they're going to, and knowing that it's a goody-goody hero school, they'll probably join the good faction. So, just keep it in mind. Also, I have new contracts for you girls as well. You'll be working with certain employers to get in the future, so be prepared for that." With then all the girls behind Suzuya saying, "Yes, Master Dojin." With soon Suzuya saying, "But that is not all, Master. It seems one of the participants have catch the eye of us." With soon saying, "Oh, which participant was this?" With soon saying, "His name is Izuku Midoriya." Within hearing that name, soon three of the girls behind Suzuya couldn't help but cheer up, as one of them, or rather 2 of them, are quite familiar, as one of them being Homura and the other being Mirai. Can't help but say, "Izuku?" With then a blonde-haired girl who heard the name Midoriya saying, "Could he be related to Hisashi Midoriya? I'll have to see for myself in the future. I can't wait to see him though." With then one of the other girls being the girl that Izuku saved about a couple months back, being Hikage, saying, Izuku. I feel like I should know that name, but I can't remember." With then another girl with that of brightly blonde hair begins thinking, "I wonder if they have sale on bean sprouts today. I should probably go and see to make dinner." With then soon saying, "Midoriya, doesn't matter. If it's that bastard's brat, he's no threat. The only Midoriya I worry about is Hisashi Midoriya if he gets in the way of our plans. So, just keep an eye on the brat. It's not like he's important or anything. Just make sure that Hisashi Midoriya doesn't get involved. That is all I'm asking of you. Is that, got it, Suzuya?" With then Suzuya saying, "As you wish." With then she turns to the girl saying, You have your orders. Prepare. When the time comes for you to meet your contractor, you girls best be prepared. Is that understood?" With soon all of them scream, "Yes, Suzuya Sensei." With then saying, "You're dismissed." With all of them saying, "Yes." But then they disappear. But soon Suzuya saying, "Midoriya, Izuku Midoriya. You can't help but try to play the hero, can you, boy?" It's only your fault and your father's fault that you're going to get into this. With soon Dojin saying, now, if you have no more issues here, then leave as well. But I may need you for a little bit. Stay for a while. With then Suzuya clenching her fist saying, yes, Master Dojin. With Hibijo's elite squad as the girls soon walk out, as each of their figures are now shown to us. As, like was said, Homura, as she's now a lot more taller, and also she's also more tanned than who she used to be when she was still with Izuku back during their early junior high days, and also having that of a long ponytail. As for Mirai is also there, however, she's also wearing an eye patch over her left eye. Hikage, as she has the same bland expression as before, and the other two girls that Izuku has not met, or rather, not yet. Within Mirai thinking to herself, so Izuku was able to make it into UA. I'm so happy for him. But hopefully I can be able to see him again. And this time I'll be a lot stronger. A lot more stronger that he doesn't need to worry about me anymore. With soon everybody looking at the short petite girl, with then one of them being the girl with that of a pink bow, and saying, oh, it looks like our little Mirai is actually smiling for once. Can it have to do with that boy by the name of Izuku Midoriya? Within Mirai's face began blushing, saying, shut it! It has nothing to do with him. It's not like the hell I know about him. With then the other girl with light blonde hair saying, wait, wasn't he the guy that you actually had a crush on and was one of the reasons why you had to leave? I also remember you actually muttering his name in your sleep, within Mirai basically stomping around saying, I have done not such a thing. And honestly, it's not like I care about that damn brat anymore. He's not important in my life. I swear it. With then soon Hikage saying, but you're blushing quite a bit, and your body language says otherwise. With then Mirai saying, will you idiots stop picking on me? With soon all the girls couldn't help but laugh except Homura. With then she begins thinking, Izuku, you finally did it. You finally made your dream a reality. I wish I could tell you how I truly feel about you all these years. All the time that you spent with me, all that time when you've been there for me. Ever since we were kids, I knew that you would be somebody important. Not just maybe to heroes or Hero Society in general, but to me. So maybe I may not be able to see you normally, but I can at least tell you how I truly feel. With soon, everybody looks at Homura with her saying, the hell you idiots want? With saying, you're not gonna miss with Mirai, saying, it's not like I need to. It's pointless. If she has a crush on a stupid green-eyed boy, so be it. He has nothing to do with us, and it has nothing to do with her. All we need to do is just focus on our duties as Shinobi. Nothing more, nothing less. With soon all the girls saying, yeah. With then they soon pass a girl with that of glasses and that of light blonde hair and quite the, seductive body as well. With soon Hikage saying, can I ask why you're doing here, Imu? With Suit saying, I just wanted to know if you all have a mission. That's all. Saying, it's not like it's important to you. With then Yumi saying, no disrespect, Imu-chan, but you're not part of the elite squad, so we have no reason to tell you any of our missions. With saying, with then Homura saying, just stay the hell out of our way, Imu. You're not part of the elite squad. You're just a normal, regular shinobi. You should worry more about your useless sister who can't even get out of her damn room. But then hearing that, Imu saying, "Don't you dare disrespect my sister!" But then Haruka saying, "Oh yeah, isn't your sister way more stronger and way more capable of being a shinobi than you? And yet she's just so depressed and always in her damn room. Oh, well, it's such a waste. I think she would have been a better choice than Mirai." With soon Mirai saying, "Stop messing with me!" And besides, the elite squad is full of girls like us who are still in high school. And if I last check, you're literally in your 20s, and yet you're still a third year. It's kind of pathetic on how much you haven't graduated. With then soon Imu clenches her fists in that of annoyance. With soon Hikage saying, "Don't be sad. It's not all of us are better than our peers. A person like you who's still in high school shouldn't be so sad as well." With then all the girls leaving. With then Hikage saying, "Oh right, Mirai, do you plan on going to spend time with that boy Izuku Midoriya?" With soon Mirai saying, "Stop bringing that up." With then Imu saying, "Izuku Midoriya," with her remembering as it being a certain girl that Izuku met, a certain girl that Izuku sees as a big sister, as it being Miyabi. With Suit saying, "Izuku Midoriya. Damn, why bring him up?" Miyabi, all that Miyabi talked about was that boy after recovering from her injuries. And yet, I have to hear his name again? With Soon saying, "Damn it all. I just wish people would treat me a lot better than this." With Soon, Imu walks away as well. With then she heads to the Hibijo dorm rooms as she still shares a room with Miyabi as her roommate. With then she goes through Miyabi's stuff and then sees a letter as it's toward Izuku, saying, "Damn it, I should have gave this to him years ago, but I was so damn bitter at that boy for having Miyabi's heart. But forget it. I had to keep this promise. Better now than never." With then Miyabi transforming into her shinobi attire using her shinobi tenshin, as her shinobi tenshin being that of a militaristic green uniform with that of a beret, and her weapon being that of a bow staff. But soon she jumps out of the window and then heading to Masafu. As the next day, Izuku soon leaves Eldera Junior High after being congratulated by his homeroom teacher alongside him and Bakugo for making it into UA, with Bakugo still annoyed that Izuku is going to UA with him, with Izuku basically bored that the fact that he has to hear this half-winded speech, and that the only reason that his teacher is happy is because two of the students for this dead-end junior high is going to UA High, the most prestigious hero school. With soon Izuku saying, "Thank you, sir. I appreciate the words. Now if you excuse me, I need to go." With soon Izuku bows his head and then leaves the teacher's office, with Bakugo still standing there as he wanted to go after Izuku. With soon Izuku disappeared as he's already outside, as he doesn't even want to deal with Bakugo. As he continues heading to the gate, he soon sees a familiar figure, as it being, well, Asuka, saying, "Wait, Asuka, what are you doing here?" What saying, "Oh, hey, Izu, I wanted to speak to you before I head to meet with my team." With saying, "Really? You came all the way here to Masafu? Are you sure that that's a good idea? Saying, I'm pretty sure the girls can wait. I promise. It's not going to take long. Can we go somewhere in private? With Sue. Izuku saying, sure. Anything for you, Asuka. With then as the two head to a small outdoor cafe, as they just ordered some drinks and nothing really major. With then Izuku saying, so, what did you... Izuku, with then Asuka cutting Izuku off, with saying, you know, you're a really awesome person, you know that? With then Izuku saying, oh, really? I mean, this is the first time. Saying, no, you're amazing. After all these years, you were originally quirkless when we first met. And I was also a rowdy tomboy girl that loved to get into fights with people. With saying, yeah, I remember those days. I really even remember when you almost threatened to beat me up when I told you to stop. With saying, yeah, I really feel bad about that. With then Izuku saying, you almost kind of reminded me of my old childhood friend, Katsuki. With then Asuka saying, don't bring that guy up. I know how much he ruined your chance of making friends. I mean, sure, there was that other girl named Homura, was it? Saying, yeah, but I haven't seen her in years, so doubtful I will. She cut all contact with me as soon as I started my last year at Aldera, so within Asuka saying, well, I'd let you know that I'm still here for you. And I know the girls from Gessen that Master Hisashi's been looking after have your back too. And I'm pretty sure Katsuragi and Ikaruga, they both care about you too now, seeing that you've been spending a lot of time with them. Within Izuku saying, I guess I'm not truly alone anymore as I used to be, which I'm grateful for. You girls have been there for me for a lot. Within Asuka saying, but you're much more than that to me. Then Izuku looks at Asuka as the tone of her voice begins to shift, saying, you're strong, you're determined, you're brave, you're kind, you're sweet, and you're honestly adorable as hell. Within Izuku's face began blushing, saying, oh, that's really great compliment you're giving. With saying, and it's because of who you are that you inspired me to move forward and become a shinobi, when part of me felt like I had no right to be, just because my grandfather was one and my mother was, I should be too, and I didn't think I was worthy of it. But you gave me the hope I need to become a shinobi. If a quirkless person like you can become a shinobi, then why can't I? And because of that, I want to thank you, Izuku. I want to thank you for all the things you've done to have me become who I am now. But then Izuku is really taken back by this. But then he can't help but smile, saying, I'm glad I've done so much to inspire you. Saying, because I'm glad the person that I love was the one who truly inspired me. With then Izuku spitting out his lemonade, with saying, wait, what? Love? With then Asuka saying, yes, I love you, Izuku. I've always have. With then Izuku realized, is she confessing to me? Right here? Right now? With then Asuka saying, but you don't have to answer right now. I mean, sure, you could. I mean, I would be happy if you did. But it's up to you. I mean, I can wait. And if you don't tell me how you feel, or you could just tell me right now that you don't have any feelings for me, then soon Izuku saying, Asuka. With Asuka looking up at Izuku as she has a little bit of tears in her eyes, as she looks like she's about to cry, saying, I care about you too. I care about you a lot. You mean so much to me, just as everyone else does. So, personally, you telling me how you feel like this just means a lot. So, I do accept your feelings. I accept everything about you because I've always had feelings for you. With then, Oscar couldn't help but tear up as soon she begins smiling with her eyes closed as she continues crying, saying, I'm so happy. I'm so happy you said that. With then, she gets up from her seat and walks to Izuku and hugs him. As then, soon, Izuku hugs Asuka back as they're in each other's embrace. And as both of them do not want to let go, as they feel if they let go, they're going to lose the other again. With then, soon, a couple minutes have now passed, as now they did let go. With soon, Izuku saying, so does this mean we're dating now? With soon, Asuka saying, I think so, we are. And I really looking forward to it. With soon, Izuku saying, yeah, me too. Me too as well. With then, soon, Asuka grabs her thanks, saying, well, I'll see you next time, boyfriend. With soon, Izuku saying, yeah, see you, Asuka, my girlfriend. As then, Asuka runs off to the train station. With then Izuku saying, oh god, that really just happened. With then soon Izuku saying, I better get home too. With then he heads to his apartment complex. Within him opening the door saying, I'm home. With then his mom saying, oh, welcome back, sweetie. With saying, hi, mom. With her saying, oh, you have a letter. I think it's from a friend of yours. With saying, a friend of mine. I mean, I know I have a couple of friends, but who could it, as the letter says, from Homura? With saying, Homo-chan? As he grabs the letter, saying, she sent me a letter? As Izuku be internally thinking, after almost a year and a half and not contacting me or talking to me or even messaging me, she sends me a letter? But why? What's happened? With then soon, he goes to his room to read the letter, as it soon says, Dear Izuku, I'm sorry that I haven't been able to spend time with you as much as I used to. And to be honest, I miss our times together. I miss the times when I used to protect you from Bakugo and his cronies, the times when the two of us can just hang out and spend time together, and the times when you can geek out about heroes. Spending my time with you are the moments of my life that I cherish the most, and I always look forward to spending with you. But the times the reason I haven't been spending time with you is because things in my life have become complicated, especially with my family since they kicked me out, actually. With then hearing this saying, wait, what? Her family's kicked her out? But why? With then saying, as for the reasons why, I don't want to involve you. I just want you to just continue your dream. I heard from a friend of mine who actually took the entrance exam at UA, said that you got the highest score in the entrance exam. And because of that, I want to congratulate you for what you did. You were finally able to get your dream. You were finally able to become the hero you've always dreamt of. You can become just like All Might, a person that smiles people with a smile on their face. So for that, I'm rooting for you. And also, because I also want to say I love you. I just want to say those words. You don't have to, say that you love me back. I put something behind the letter saying if you feel the same way you do, just say yes. If you don't, just write no. I would understand. But if you feel the same way I do about you for all these years, just tell me. I'll probably come and get the letter later on in the week. So until then, I hope that one day we can see each other again, where we can just be each other. From yours, Homura, your Hono-chan, with then Izuku saying, Homura, as Izuku couldn't help but start crying, saying she was kicked out by her parents. Is that the reason why she couldn't spend time with me? After all this time, I thought, but I did love her, and I think I still do, but I'm with Oscar. I don't want to break up my relationship with Oscar. I mean, we just started, and also, but Homura, Hono-chan, as Izuku basically has the paper in his hand and grips it tight, and soon puts his answer, as he soon puts the letter back into his family mailbox. As for the next couple of days, as Izuku heads back to school, Homura comes to get the letter when both him, his mom, and Hisashi is out, as she soon opens up the letter and sees Izuku's answer. And surprisingly, she begins tearing up as she soon goes down on the floor, as she soon holds the paper close to her, and she continues sobbing, saying, "Thank you, Izuku. Thank you for accepting me after all these years." As it said, yes, he would accept her love. With that, Izuku feels somewhat guilty, hopingly that Asuka could understand, especially since it is Homura that we're talking about, his first true friend during the days when Bakugo betrayed him. With then soon Izuku was heading to school, walking there, as then he soon noticed a certain girl in a Gessen uniform, with all the girls and guys actually somewhat shocked and surprised seeing her, with the guys ogling her and the girls somewhat getting annoyed looking at her. With then Izuku saying, hey, Yumi, what are you doing here? With then Yumi saying, oh, Izuku, hello, I was waiting for you. Saying, yeah, I figured, but why? I mean, I appreciate you. With saying, after school, can we talk? I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to say that. Say, wait, seriously? You could have messaged me saying, I wanted to tell you in person. That's all. Just after school, meet me at the entrance to Gessen Girls Academy. It's saying, at the outskirts of Tokyo? Seriously? Saying, yes. With then Izuku saying, well, if it's for you, then yeah, I'll do it. I hope it's important. Is it really important? It is. With then Izuku saying, all right, I'll see you then. As then Izuku heads into Aldera, but then Yumi basically placing her hand on her ample chest as she feels her heartbeat as it's racing, saying, just a little bit. I can tell him in just a little bit. With then soon she disappears, as then Izuku, as when Izuku was heading into Aldera, well, let's just say a lot of guys were giving him dirty looks of guys wanting to kill him and wanting to see him dead for being close with a girl like Yumi of all people. Hell, even Bakugo was annoyed that Izuku is close with a girl like Yumi, as he's wondering on why a girl like her is giving Izuku the time of day, even though he's quirkless, as it frustrates him even more. With then, as the day goes by, Izuku soon heads to the entrance fortress to Gessen Girls Academy, as it takes at least 30 minutes or so, as it would have taken longer if he took the train there. With then soon, Izuku arrives. As Izuku heads to the entrance of the Shinobi girls' school, he soon sees a girl in a gray uniform, as it being Yumi, and her bluish gray hair with her piercing lightish blue eyes, saying, "So, what was it that you wanted to speak to me about, Yumi?" As he's out of breath, as he had to go pretty fast. He would have used one for all, but he just didn't want to waste it on something this, well, doesn't know if it's important or not, if he really needs to use one for all at its fullest, just in case. But soon, Yumi, as Izuku sees Yumi, her face is all red. Within Izuku saying, "Yumi, are you okay? Do you have fever? Should I call the girls?" Within she grabbing Izuku's hand, as Izuku began blushing, saying, "Yumi, what are you?" As she places it on her chest. With it, Izuku began freaking out, saying, "Yumi, what are you?" With her saying, This feeling, Izuku, can you tell by my heartbeat?" Within Izuku saying, "What are you?" As he can feel her heart is racing, saying, "Yumi, are you?" This heartbeat, this racing, this feeling I have for you. What's saying, "For me?" Wait, Yumi. Izuku, when we first met when we were kids, when I first saw you, I thought that you were just the son of the student of my grandfather. Little did I know that you would end up becoming the person that I would end up falling in love with. With then Izuku saying, "Wait, what? You too?" As Izuku's thought this internally, without Yumi hearing this, saying, "You've always been there for us, for all of us girls. Because of that, I really do, it means a lot, it means the world to me, how much you care about us, even after grandfather's passing." Within Izuku saying, "Of course. I mean, Kurokage Sensei was my master too. He meant the world to me, not just to me, but also my dad." Saying, "But even then, you still continued being there for us, continued caring about us, and even willing to put up with us in our flaws." Saying, "I mean, you girls do the same thing with me. I'm constantly freaking out, scared, terrified. Everything that I learned as a shinobi, you girls have always been there to support and care about me. Even train me when Kurokage and my father can't. So within Yumi saying, because the reason we do that is because we all love you." Saying, "Wait, you all? But I love you more. Because you're the one person I want to spend my entire life with. No other person but you." With then Izuku saying, "Wait, what? I promised grandfather on his grave that that the one person I want to spend my life with is you. No one else but you. That's why I wanted to wait until the perfect time to confess my love for you. And I feel like it's now or never." With then Izuku saying, "Yumi, I..." Would then caught off guard as she just blatantly kissed Izuku on the lips. With Izuku completely freaking out at first, before, giving into it for a bit. And soon, Izuku thinking, this is the third confession of my life. And not only that was my first kiss. With soon Yumi saying, "You know, Izuku, that was my first kiss." With Izuku saying, "Yeah, that was mine too." With then saying, "So what do you say?" With then Izuku's thinking, "I'm with Asuka, and I also accepted Hono-chan's feelings too. If I accept Yumi, does this make me a two-timer? Does this make me somebody that, basically goes behind my girl's back and just goes with any girl that has feelings for?" But I don't want to break Yumi's heart. Just like Asuka and Hono-chan, she was my first true friend too. And not only that, she's basically laying on everything that she feels for me. I can't just break her heart. That just makes me a villain. It would make me somebody that doesn't care about her at all. But so Yumi, I do care about you. I do love you. And if I'm the person that you want to spend your life with, then I would be happy to feel the same way you do. Then Yumi began to tear up, saying, Thank you, Izuku, for accepting me. Then she kissing Izuku again, with Izuku kissing her back, saying, Now my true dream has now been complete. I can finally become the bride I've always wanted to be. Then Izuku saying, Wait, a bride? Wait, wasn't your dream to end the world of evil Shinobi? Saying, yes, it was the dream I wanted to complete for my grandfather, but my main dream is to find the man I love and becoming a bride. Then Izuku saying, oh God, no. Then I will do whatever it takes to be the perfect woman that you deserve, Izuku. I swear it. Saying, I hope to see you then. Then Izuku still completely caught off guard by, Oscar admitting that she will basically enjoy being married to Izuku until the day he proposes to her, whenever that be. Then he realizes, wait, you said that it isn't just you that love me. Does the girls here at Gessen do too? Like Shiki, Morikumo, Yozakura, Miori? Then Yozakura saying, yes, they all have feelings for you. I'm surprised that they didn't come here to to confess their love to you. Well, whenever that be, I'm actually okay with them being with you. After all, I will be your first wife, and they will be nothing but your concubines. Then Izuku's brain just went dead for a split second, as Izuku.exe went down, before it rebooted, saying, wait, concubines? Saying, yes, after all, I will be your first main wife, and any other girl that falls for you, like my Shinobi sisters, will be your concubines. Isn't that right? Then Izuku saying, oh my God, this girl. Then Izuku saying, but yet I still love her. But yet she has this skewed view on girls falling for one guy. That's basically a polyarity relationship. And yet she's okay with it, but not okay with it at the same time? How does that work? Soon, Izuku saying, wait, Yumi? Soon, Yumi continues walking as she says, I'll see you the next time when you're free, my darling. As she soon heads back to Gessen, then thinking, oh my God, what's next? Who else is going to confess their love for me? Then soon, as Izuku heads back to his room, he soon sees that a certain somebody is in his room, as it being Imu, as he cuts on the lights and sees the glasses wearing evil Shinobi. Then she soon jumps out of his window, breaking it at the same time. Then Izuku saying, what the fuck was that? Then saying, oh God, I just cursed. Then Inko saying, Izuku, did you curse? Saying, no. Then what was that? When? Somebody using their quirk without permission? As thinking, either that, then telling her that a shinobi just basically snuck into my room and dropped a letter on my bed? As being another letter, as it being for Izuku, who could, as he soon reads the letter, as it being from his big sis Miyabi, saying, big sis Miyabi? As the letter says that if he's reading this, then something bad has happened to me. That as following the way of the evil shinobi, that she is either dead or possibly MIA, and that she doesn't want to feel like leaving you off regret, even after a week of just spending time with her, after a week of the two of them being that of a non-blood related brother and sister. she couldn't help but feel glad of meeting Izuku after that first encounter. She couldn't help but feel thankful that they met. Because of that, she wants to say that whatever happens to her, she doesn't regret meeting him. She doesn't regret being his big sister, and saying that she'll always love him, always watch over him, and will always care for him, even in the afterlife or wherever she may be. Then Izuku saying, is this another confession? And it's coming from Big Sis Miyabi? With then soon Imu, who's actually clinging onto the wall with using her bow staff and also one of her kunais, saying, what will you do? Will you deny Miyabi's feelings, or will you accept him? Either way, I will kill you. With then soon Izuku saying, Big Sis Miyabi, after everything that has happened to me for the past week or so, to be honest, part of me really wants to deny this but part of me can't. I don't know if you're dead or not. I'm just glad that I know that you feel something for me. So, wherever you are, wherever you may be, I do accept your feelings, your love, not just as your little brother, but as probably something more. As he holds the letter close to him, but then Miyabi, wanting to go back into that room and basically beat Izuku to a bloody pulp, as her jealousy is rent, but part of her just doesn't. Part of her sees this as that of a sibling caring for their elder sibling, especially given her own little sister. And not only that, this was a request from Miyabi, the girl she cares about, her best friend, the one she loves. Within, she sang, damn it, I can't do this to her. After everything, I just can't. But soon, she jumps down from the wall of the apartment complex and then heads back to Hibijo. Within, she arrives back at the evil Shinobi school. Within, she heads to that of the infirmary and into a certain hospital room, as it being Miyabi, as she is basically plugged up by tons of tubes and looks like she hasn't had much nutrients in years. Within, she's saying, I finally fulfilled your request, Miyabi. Your little brother, the one you love the most, Izuku Midoriya, now know how you feel. I hope that you can now understand that. Then she leaves, but soon words come out of Miyabi saying, Izuku. Then soon Imu saying, Miyabi, are you? Saying, Izuku, please, where are you, Izuku? Then Imu couldn't help but start tearing up, saying, you want Izuku more than me? You want your little brother more than me? I should. Then Imu begins tearing up, saying, damn it, why am I jealous? Why am I like this? Why do I feel this way? Damn it. Soon she clenches Miyabi's hand, saying, Midoriya Izuku, if you care about your Miyabi as your big sister and something more, I will bring you here one day, so you could see what she's become. Even then, would you still care about her? Would you still love her? And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to read them. Also, how do you guys like all the confessions happening? And I know maybe some of you might be annoyed on how Izuku is taking all this, but I'd like to refrain saying that even though this Izuku is a lot more serious and a lot more powerful and has a lot more confidence in himself, when it comes to girls, he's still the same, well, ignorant, dense, and, well, scared kid when it comes to females, after all. And when he dates one female and another girl confesses to him, and another, part of him wants to feel faithful, but the part of him that doesn't want to see people suffer and cry and everything else, he wouldn't want to break the girls' hearts. So, and most likely he would accept their feelings, while even though Izuku far from sees himself as that of a playboy, which he isn't. He's just a kind, caring, and supportive guy that will always be there for the people he cares about and loves. And so 4 girls down and 16 more to go. So yeah, if you guys like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. And also check out my Discord, gaming channel, main channel, and Patreon. All link in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Leon Mookie, signing out. Later, guys, and take care.